What is going, every we back at it again, tight beat with some more Beyond Dragon Ball Super. Merry Christmas Eve, you know what I'm saying? Tomorrow is Christmas. By the time y'all watching this, and Lord have mercy, 2026 is upon us, man. Crazy work, crazy work. Hope y'all have a good Christmas, you feel me? You need it, bro. Some most crazy shit happening in the world, bro. Niggas are dying left and right, bro. Every time I go on Twitter, on YouTube, somebody else died. I'm like, bro, stop, please. Golly, bro. Need some happiness or something, bro. Shit. Just like Raijin, he need happiness too, bro. Because his plan is going to shit right now. Big Daddy Priest pulled up, and now he putting belt to ass on Raijin, as he should, because this team deserves it. Because I'm still mad about Toro, nigga. Whole Toro, man, talking shit. Hey, yeah, boss. Let's go jump him, boss. Get that nigga dirty. Anyway, hit the video over the like, comment below, subscribe, all that good jazz, you feel me? Subscribe to Alex, get about the 2 milli type beat. Without further ado, let's see if Raijin can take off the census. Let dive Omni.
As our story now continues, following the initial rescue of the Grand
you got your little crash out all you want, fam. You little tip potential.
Realm, to which it was only just upon with the Grand Priest having to unleash his Omni form for the first time since his battle against Merno, and now having to confront Raijin, was when Raijin went on to then quickly respond, "How dare you go and position yourself in declaring my
looking down on that nigga, bro. Pathetic.
Of my internal torment and the reasons behind as to why I went and did what I did was all because of you meddlesome wretch."
Because you had it coming.
By the time this here is over between us, no matter how high it is that you are able to climb, and no matter how powerful you want to go and claim for yourself to be, I cannot and I will not go and allow for you to be in what will result in my undoing, you rotten creature. And what hubris in having everything that it was that you had just said come from you of all people? Because how are you going to be so sure that any of this that you have just said is actually going to unfold in the ways of which you think that they're going to, Raijin?
Because you about to put them hands on you, bro.
I too don't also possess the potential in reaching a similar Omni-based level just like yours, you angelic worm. And why wouldn't I be able to? Why
you could never
be able to ascend beyond your reach in obtaining a similar level of power, or perhaps even a far greater one, or perhaps even a far greater one than the one that you are shown in having to use against me right now, Angel?
Then do it then.
I'm not going to forget now that I am able to fully use and tap into Merno's reserves, along with his potential in having it elevate me to far greater heights than the one in which I am currently residing within. And so what makes you
show us something?
Be able to eclipse you if my potential far exceeds your very own, Grand Minister? With the Omni Grand Priest responding, "Your empty threats do not invoke any fear that is placed within my heart when having to take a look into seeing as to what you turned yourself into. And as this amalgamated parasite continues to go and fester from deep within you," the Omni Grand Priest continues, "as it feeds off of your
abomination.
I got blitz. And what will stop me? You have already lost this battle here against me, and as I will gladly hereby go as far as to also prove it to you the moment you
that nigga is swole, bro. Look at his back, bro.
Is that what you think of me as being? Well, fine. Then why don't you go and stay right where you are, and you are in way over your head here against me if you believe that I will be intimidated in the least by anything it is that you have to say. The Omni Grand
That's what I'm saying, bro.
To then be shown striking Raijin in the stomach. And so what good is your own word
I didn't get my login on this. Oh my god.
Failed to deliver on your promises, especially
from yesterday.
You and I both know that no matter what you assume to know after retaining Merno's memory or lack thereof, you will never escape the judgment that awaits you, the Grand Priest continues. But in the meantime, let's just see
right here, bro. Big ass fist.
I want to see if you have what it takes to do as I just did and match my resolve, demon. Now I get it, Vegeta went on to then respond, as the Grand Minister was looking to do unto Raijin as Raijin had done unto so many others. But could this perhaps be a mistake of some kind that maybe the Grand Minister is hereby making? Because how could we go and be so sure that this demon isn't going to use one of the many tricks throughout this battle that he has within his pocket to elevate himself even further than where he is right now?
I mean, we'll see.
With Beerus responding, well, although we cannot go and simply rule out the idea of this demon having to somehow find a way to perhaps change the tides within his favor during this battle, the odds of seeing this demon prevail over the Grand Minister, however, is essentially non-existent.
No, dead ass.
So while I second Lord Beerus's overview, since the Grand Minister appears to
He's putting belt to ass right now, bro.
I am also starting to now believe that while Raijin indeed appears to be changing from within, perhaps the Grand Minister is also using this moment here between them to go as far as to gauge his Omni level of power.
Again, look at his back.
Since Raijin's case in having an enemy of his caliber come along isn't always a frequent one to begin with here either, and so I must go on to assume that the Grand Minister is hereby going and taking these moments to not only punish this demon for everything that he has done to break the laws of the cosmos before him, but on top of the fact, it also looks as though the Grand Minister is testing to see if he could exploit any and all of Raijin's weaknesses and vulnerabilities, we says, and as I would go as far as to wager that he must already know of some of them by now, which is why we will have to go and wait and see as to what will come from this. Make a mockery of me, will you, to shun me away and cast me into the voids beneath you, huh? Raijin adds, well, not this time.
Shadow Strangle Jutsu.
I won't allow for you to have this go within your favor. And as I intend on having things go and end differently here between us, and if you still wish to go and down,
That is Chubaku Tensei.
Right where you are. But it was only just as all of these arms were then beginning to explode and literally having no effect upon
Shadow Strangle Jutsu
whatsoever was when the Omni Grand Priest then went on to respond, does it damage your ego to know that everything that you will try and use against me will ultimately backfire just
This
like
nigga throw a rock at my nigga, bro. At this point, bro, if you throwing a rock, bro, just stop, bro. At this point, just stop, bro.
Sooner or later, I am going to make you eat those words, whether you see it coming or not, which you won't.
What, a rock?
Within these very moments now, as a gigantic explosion was then seen having to emanate from the battlefield, with Raijin being shown having to look on, was when Raijin then went on to quickly continue. There we are, as that ought to go and slow him down for a short enough time period, and allowing for me to hurry and go and think of some kind of an alternate strategy in order for me to overtake that wretched minister during this battle. But even now, something
Raijin, be for real, man.
Because surely he couldn't have just tanked through my attack just now and having none of that affect him now, did it?
Yes.
Just so that we are clear here, Defiler, in case you weren't already able to go and catch on to the fact, for not only
In the smoke, stand on business.
limit myself here against you so that I may inflict upon you as much damage in making you pay for your actions that had nearly resulted in our absolute annihilation, but I also want for you to go and be able to fully experience the difference between our powers firsthand, since you had already positioned yourself into believing that your strength had already stood at the very pinnacle of supremacy itself, which
Yes, he did.
to do away with both myself and the Omni Kings, the Omni Grand Priest
Facts.
continues, when in reality, your stolen and contradictory powers only serve in having to simply keep you alive long enough before I finally go and decide to put you into the grave where you rightfully belong. Only this time, you will not go on to be afforded the prospect of being lucky enough to have yourself be
low-key wants to see the Omni King shit too, low-key. His version of this shit.
Simply because keeping you alive will only continue to act against our very best interests here, and especially
Hit that ball with a X-ray, bro. Oh my god. Yeah, go home, bro. I lie, you can't. You're already home. Nigga, shake his hand then, nigga.
By having them happen again one day, I am going to hereby now go and take every
He grabbing him by the throat and then punching his. Oh my god. Okay, priest. Okay, priest. Oh my god. Oh my. This was enough. Shake my hand. Shake my hand. Look, bro. I know I fucked up. I'm sorry. Like, hey man, that's on me, man. That's on me. I didn't mean to do this shit. I mean, I did, but like, I ain't think it's gonna be like this. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was gonna win, but clearly I'm not winning. Shake my hand. I'm gonna go home. I'm already home. Can y'all leave? Don't worry about the mess. I'm gonna clean it up. I'm gonna pick everything up and tight shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm done. Seal me up. Yeah, you can seal me up. I'm tired.
opportunity here between us that I can possibly go and manage
Oh
to
my
get my
God.
hands on, in allowing for me to go and inflict upon you the horrors that you yourself had went on to cause onto so many of the others as retribution for your terrible deeds, demon. And that is simply because while you were looking for a shortcut in order to go and attempt to discover and consume the Omniverse by any and
The
all
boy,
measures,
the X-ray,
Omni
bro.
Grand Priest
Oh my
continues,
God, a
even
fatal
if it
blow.
came at the expense of your own existence, the abomination that you have created by combining Merno's former glory alongside your own cannot be allowed to go and continue to exist, because while the angelic nature seeks equilibrium, the essence of a demonic nature such as your own seeks dominion, the Grand Priest continues, and when forcefully bound together will it only begin to slowly tear your body apart from within, as it currently is shown and having to do right now. An abomination precisely defined, a mixture that unmakes the meanings of its ingredients, which is exactly in what
Again, look at his goddamn back. Oh my God.
The Grand Priest continues, you will never be able to go and undo the damage that you have already caused, especially not after having to use those 3 ancient configuration cubes to go as far as to track down and confirm the existence of the Omniverse as well, demon. To which it was only just then during these very moments that
Like,
as the Omni Grand Priest was then shown
just,
having to beat
oh my
Raijin into
God, bro, go
oblivion,
home.
Goku then went on to quickly chime back in. So what exactly was this Omniverse that Raijin had been so desperate to go and discover and enter into that the Grand Minister keeps talking about? Goku questions. Because aside from now having to go and learn about Raijin's drawbacks that are seemingly having to come from within, why was his mission in having to go and reach to discover the Omniverse that important to him? With Whis responding, well, for as much as I can remember and having to hear whispers about it, the
Another
Omniverse
X-ray.
itself is
God
home to a vast
damn.
number of
Oh, he,
different
oh yeah, he
multiverses and
beat
timelines,
the
all
dog
filled
shot
with
this
their
nigga,
own
bro.
alternate dimensions and events that had shaped him into all being different and apart
Oh my
from one
God,
another.
CTE.
However, Whis continues, while the question of
Palming his
why
shit.
Raijin wasn't fully able to go and bypass his way into achieving his plan still remains unknown, since of course we still don't truly know on what it was.
He punched him in the back of his shit. He already on the ground, dog. This nigga ruthless. This goddamn silverback. Oh my God. Raijin, you messed up, bro. I told you this was a pipe dream, big dog.
That it caused for him to be thrown back out in the first place, but if there's one thing that
Yeah, who the hell was in that fire threw him out?
it's that no matter how hard he might try and no matter how desperate Raijin becomes in attempting
Oh my
to go
God,
and try
bro.
anything that he believes will turn the tides within his favor, there will be nothing that I truly believe that he can go and do that will work to help save him against the power that the Grand Minister is using out there against that monster right now. And while Raijin's current punishment
Like he's
is an
beating
overnight
his
that will
ass,
come down
bro.
from the Grand Minister, as he believes that such evil is
Bro, why are you cocking both of your arms like that, big dog? Why are you doing all that?
Right now, since Raijin's entire motive was seemingly to go and conquer every other reality, including his own, which has now ultimately resulted in having Raijin face the full weight of his karma by the hands of the Grand Minister himself, especially when given their history. And unless, of course, there is something that Raijin isn't showing us out there, Whis continues, do I only then believe that this punishment here by the Grand Minister is absolutely warranted? Because unlike what Merno tried doing, Raijin had attempted to overstep the natural laws which hold the multiverse together, and because of this, Whis adds, we will simply have to wait and watch to see on how this will go before we are to go and make any sudden judgment or assumption out there. To which moments later, as we then
that nigga done, bro.
the Grand Priest, as the Grand Priest was shown having to beat Raijin down, was
you can pack this up.
went on to quickly respond, you battle for control within yourself, but it's utterly futile, for the unstable merger between both angelic and demonic
this is
powers
no contest.
will ultimately erupt in a violent internal cataclysm from within, tearing your spirit apart until you have made the ultimate choice, and that is to simply go on to choose whether to accept your fate here and be punished for your crimes, as you cannot possibly hope to match my power output during this battle here, or the Grand Priest continues, you can choose to instead go and continue to push yourselves in hopes of having something change here against me, which will only
it won't work.
to further drive you deeper and deeper into the voids of insanity, as no matter which of these outcomes you end up choosing, and no matter how strongly you believe that anything anything that you can come up with here will actually work, the Grand Priest continues. And no matter how strongly it is that you feel in your conviction here to push yourself in attempting to use any and all measures that you could go and get your hands on to try and leverage victory over me, understand these words when I tell them to you, that I will not only crush your aspirations of ever having you attempt such actions here against me with succession, but
listen to him, bro.
also reach the limits of your full power, which barely even had any effect out here against me, the Grand Priest continues, which I am more than already certain that you are also very well aware of by now, which only further explains as to why you are starting to slowly lose your composure out here against me, demon. And as the overseer of the law,
Raijin, get up!
Hold in place, the Omni Grand Priest continues. Commit to an action and make your choice against me here and now, otherwise I will hereby go and make your choice for you, as the pain that I intend on having to go and put you through has only just began to scratch the surface here.
I ain't gonna lie, I think you did enough, Al.
Choose now, demon, with the battle damage Raijin being shown slowly getting up by turning around and responding. Why, you self-absorbed and arrogant angelic creature.
Shut your bitch ass up, bro.
Just why would I go and bow myself out of this battle so soon? For you have some nerve, angel. I hate you more than words could ever possibly hope to go and describe, Raijin says. But this isn't over. This isn't over by a long shot, angel. And so don't go and assume and take this moment and having it be what signifies my end, because I am very much far from finished here with you, Grand Minister. And even if I must go and burn my very own existence down to ashes and rise from the fires of oblivion itself, I will find a way to go and match your power. And once I do, once the tides have shifted within my favor, will my
he's still not even trying though, bro.
Completely eclipse yours in ways that your feeble divine mind cannot possibly hope to comprehend.
You like talking shit.
I had sworn a very long time ago that if the divine would not go and make room for my hunger, Raijin continues, then I will leave nothing behind in the wake of destroying everything that they hold dear to their hearts, if it means in having to finally win, and will I shall. Because if this means that I will have to go and destroy myself in order to finally destroy all of them, then that is exactly what I will hereby go and accept, in allowing for this to go and be my.
You finding your resolve, nigga?
Go and take them all down and into the graves.
Actually, shit going red though. Hold on.
While they see me as being an existential threat to their very ways of life and existence itself, if I must go and destroy my very nature in order to watch them all crash and burn as a result of my unbound quest for absolute power, then that is exactly what it will be that I will now go and do, no matter the cost. Which was only shockingly enough now within these moments with the others having to oversee, as Raijin was now beginning to seemingly transform and having to manifest all of his power now onto the surface, was when Beerus went on to then quickly chime in. What in the world does that maniac think he's doing over there?
He's fighting, he's trying to find a way.
Starting to rapidly skyrocket.
He's found his resolve.
Having to be before. And so now what does that demon think that he's doing? Because everything is starting to shake under the weight of the power that he is exerting, with Vegeta having to then quickly chime in. Or else, but where did he go and manage
he's trying to lock in
this much power from? As surely you aren't going to go and tell me that this freak had been harboring this much power since the very beginning, whilst having to go and hide this from us the entire time, now did he? Because it's also now starting to look as though his body is starting to change out there as well. But why? With Whis responding, oh no, as I am starting to fear that
what's going on,
Whis? Else that is now beginning to take shape, which appears to be coming from deep within his very spirits. As despite with the amount of power that Raijin is pouring out onto the surface now, his essence from within appears to be rapidly changing, as it almost now appears as though he is now beginning to condense his energy into one singular point within his body, almost like some kind of a ticking time bomb of sorts. But we mustn't go and let our guard down just yet, Whis continues.
That's gonna be a big ass explosion.
It still doesn't look as though we are going to be getting out of this mess here anytime soon, to which, as we pan on over back to the Grand Priest, was when the Grand Priest went on to then quickly respond. So I was right to assume that he is going for broke down there, since he now looks to be pushing himself beyond his previous physical capabilities, but what exactly is he planning? Listen to me, all of you, Whis went on to then create a barrier by addressing everyone and responding, as no matter what
oh my god.
there, and no matter what this monster tries to unleash and having to draw forth and onto
oh
the surface,
my god. Nah, yeah, you got that, Grand Priest. You got that, die. Oh my god.
More and more unstable the more he continues to overexert himself. This was surely the last
that just looks painful.
Expected to go and watch unfold. Whis continues, as I had ultimately feared that he would go and harbor more power than what he was shown in having to use when battling against the rest of us. But since we really don't know as to what it is that we are in for, especially with Raijin now appearing to now be far stronger than Merno was ever shown in having to be before, we must trust
don't say that.
Minister will go on to finish this beast for
don't
good,
say that.
he is our one and only best chance in having
this guy got horns. Oh shit.
when facing that monster.
He getting swole too.
With the Grand Priest now having to oversee this from above and now gaining a better understanding as to what it was that Raijin was
the battles of the silverbacks. Oh shit.
So this was your backup plan that you have been hiding from the rest.
Oh no. Oh, he trying for real. Oh shit.
This entire time, for you have not only allowed for the parasite that was growing from deep within your forged spirits to now fully manifest itself onto the surface, but he also appears to be concentrating all of his energy into one singular point within his body somewhere, the Grand Priest continues, and now having to amount into becoming a ticking time bomb of sorts, which only goes as far as to now show me that he is willing to go and throw his own life away if it means putting an end to me, to which it was only back down because Raijin's transformation was now seemingly having to be complete and giving way to now
that nigga got rings, halos
to manifest itself onto the surface was when Berserker Raijin then went on to quickly respond. You drove me into this, you angelic freak. You are the one who had pushed me to my absolute breaking point. And now that I have exerted
you had it coming
that I am into bringing it out and onto the very surface, this is where you are going to finally meet your end.
Again, you gotta show us something, fam.
Any and all costs, no matter if I am to go and destroy myself along the way, Raijin continues. This is the choice that I have decided to go with here, because just as it once was when I fell, in due time, so will you, the last of the old guard and
bro, and he could fight just because he got 2 halos. Nigga, my nigga got 8. Calm down, Jamal.
mightiest warriors among them all fall as
look clean though, my nigga.
Says, and since both yourself along with your pathetic allies there have already taken everything that I could ever hope to strive for, and coming in between everything it was that I had been slowly building here, just as all of you had managed to once again go and take everything away from me, and I too will now ensure that I am going to go
first of all, nigga,
to all of you.
We didn't take shit from you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Trying to gaslight us. Don't do that. Don't do that, nigga. You had got what you wanted. You had all 3 of them bitches. You made the portal. You walked through that bitch. You had a big head on your chip, bro. You know what I'm saying? You had too much dip too on your shit too. You feel me? Then you ran to a real nigga. He whooped your ass and kicked the yacht. Blame him. Don't blame us. Don't try to gaslight us, nigga. We didn't do shit. We tried. But you still got all 3 of them bitches. See, he just, you know what I'm saying? He's irrational, emotional.
Because if I can't go and be allowed to rule over the multiverse with an iron fist whilst being granted access into once again being able to enter into the Omniverse,
my nigga still standing 10 toes.
Nobody can, as I will gladly go and stake my life on it that it does, as it was only right then and there now during that moment where the Beyond Dragon Ball Super Story of the Dark Masters, the official Merno sequel, manga chapter number 54 special, then comes to a close.
Well, actually, I'll go ahead and take it from here.
We getting close. Jamal think he has a chance, bro. That shit cute. Ooh, let me see. Ooh. Tight sheet. Okay, Raijin. Okay, I see you. See. That's a demon god, a king type shit. I see you. I see you too, Gira. I see you too, baby girl. I see you too, Toro. I see you too, Toro. Fucking silverback, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god, you did beat the dog shot that nigga though. Like no, like oh my god, an X-ray, Lord have mercy. Look at the sternum check. Look at his back. Hold on, this nigga back, man. Put your hands up, nigga. Stop blocking with your face. D1 crash out, bro. You bitch ass nigga. You abomination. How will this end, bro? We getting close, bro. We getting real close to the ending. I mean, we got 3 episodes left. That's crazy. All right then. Thank y'all for watching. You guys enjoyed this reaction, man. Hit the video up with a like, comment down below, all that good jazz. You feel me? Got the Alex with a 2 milli type beat. Man, we're getting close, bro. And I cannot wait to get the top 5 strongest. I just can't wait. I can't wait. I'm so giddy about that shit. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I really am. But yeah. And also again, Merry Christmas Eve. I might do a video tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. Or I might even stream. Who knows? But yeah. Love y'all. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.